everyone, welcome to Screen Scream on Viola. This is the very first episode of the new season on Sounddown. As usual, I will introduce several good movies to all of you. First of all, at the newly released section, we will talk about two classic re-released movies. And at Top 007, we will talk about two movies that we haven't talked about yet. Now let's listen to the first new movie we're going to talk about today. A Summer's Tale. A shy math graduate takes a holiday in Denmark before starting his first job. He hopes his sort of girlfriend will join him, but soon strikes up a friendship with another girl working in town. She in turn introduces him to a further young lady who fancies him. Thus, the quiet young lad finds that he is having to do some tricky juggling in territory new to him.
De façon générale, dans la vie, je cherche pas à conquérir à tout prix.
The first new movie we're going to talk about today is a French movie from 1996. Yes, it's again a classic re-release. From listening to the introduction, I don't really like the story so far because it sounds to me that this young man is a jerk. You may say, okay, he only has this sort of girlfriend, not a real girlfriend. But what's this that you are trying to have ambiguous relationship between three girls? That's not acceptable at all. I don't know if this is a quote from the movie or just a tagline. It says that it may seem that I'm easy to get, but actually I'm pretty strict to relationship. I want myself to be wholehearted to the other person, and so does the other one. That sounds very reasonable, but listen to another sentence. Don't call him playboy. He just doesn't have principles. Wait, that's definitely a no-no. What do you mean by he just doesn't have principles? That's a big problem. So apparently there are three different girls in this young man's life. One is his dream girl, can I say that? But because sometimes she's too cold that he doesn't know how to be with her. And another girl is a perfect person to play with, but being next to her, you feel that you can't trust true love. And the other one is pretty friendly and considerate. You would like to see her everywhere all the time, but you probably don't want to bring her to some special occasions. Wait, that's very rude. Coming to this point, you may think that this movie must be made by some ridiculous director, but actually no, it's by Eric Homer. I don't speak French, but he's one of the most talented and most famous directors who are good at making romance. And I think back in 1996, just the concept of having relationship with three girls would be shocking. So maybe that's how director came up with this idea of A Summer's Tale. And you know, if there's A Summer's Tale, there's definitely a spring one, a fall one, and a winter one. And I think if you're interested in a French love story back in 1996, you will probably be interested in the other three stories. And I think that's the time for us to move on to the second classic re-release. Inception. A thief who steals corporate secrets through the use of dream-sharing technology is given the inverse task of planting an idea into the mind of a CEO.
Can build cities.
Wow, our second classic re-release is Inception. Actually, it's just 10 years ago. Then why do we need to watch it again on the big screen? Because I'm not sure if this is true. I will go see Inception this coming week, so I will tell you later. That the director will put the ending in this version. When I say the ending, I mean the actual ending. Not that, oh, we don't know whether he's awake or not. No, that one. But when I heard this rumor, I was like, wait, but I don't want to know the actual ending because either he's awake or he's asleep. I don't care. I want the open ending that can make me think again and again. If you tell me, okay, that's it, this is the answer, then it's not fun anymore. But anyway, they want something new for this special 10th anniversary version. Part of the reason why Inception was so popular was because it features Leonardo DiCaprio from Titanic, the Oscar-winning actress Marion Cotillard, the Japanese star Ken Watanabe, and Ellen Page. Just the very first week broke the record of Leonardo DiCaprio's history, and I think that's really something. But also, there's someone we missed. Tom Hardy, right? But yes, actually, I think Tom Hardy got his fame after playing in Inception, so maybe that's the reason why he's not part of the promotion. The main concept of Inception is that instead of stealing something from somebody's mind, they try to implant something into somebody's mind and dream. And that reminds me of something related to horror movies. People love to ask me why I don't watch horror movies. And my answer is always, well, first of all, I'm super timid. I just don't dare to watch horror movies. But the second reason, also the main reason, is that I don't want anything scary that's in my subconscious. And whenever I'm asleep, they will come out and haunt me in my dreams. That's something that I don't want. So because I don't watch horror movies, all the nightmares I have would be like chased by dinosaurs or stuck in a maze, things like that. There's no ghost or, I don't know, scary monsters. Well, I'm not really talking about Inception here, but because I'm going to watch Inception this coming week, and I'm pretty sure it will be on the chart for the following weeks, we will have a lot of opportunities to talk about it. So let's leave a cliffhanger here and move on to Top 007. Welcome to Top 007. I wouldn't say the chart has a really big change this week, but we do have some new faces. So let's review what we had from last week first. Top 3, Steel Rain 2. Top 2, Unhinged. And Top 1, Peninsula. And what do we have for Top 7 to Top 4? Let's check it out. Top 7, Girls Revenge.
我们就是要让大家看到王可倩有多恶心。
Top 6, Unhinged.
I'm pretty sure the guy in that truck's following me.
He's road raging.
Top 5, Steel Rain 2.
대통령님, 부대탑니다.
Top 4, Innocent. Even though the chart is basically the same, I believe you all know which movie we're going to talk about because there's only one new face, that is Girls Revenge. This movie is said to be the Taiwanese Gossip Girl. I'd say it got rid of the young adult film style of Taiwanese movie. Instead of filming some love stories in high school and promoting very positive atmosphere, Girls Revenge, you can tell from the title, it tries to mimic the movies like Mean Girls or Gossip Girls to depict the kind of fight on high school campus between friends and peers. I'd say in movies, you can tell that high school is a very scary place. It's somewhere that the most serious bully will happen. So it's already scary. But Girls Revenge takes it to the next level, talking about how small circles would be more serious when it comes to the cell phone generation and how social media and social generation makes it even more serious. When I read an interview of the director, I found it very, stereotyped because the director mentions that he thinks a movie is a start but also an ending. So he tries to use flashback to tell the story and to reveal the pink world of the four girls. I was like, wait, pink? Do you really think pink equals to girls' world? But I accept the director's explanation. He said that he put pink elements in every scene, and it not only represents the image of girls in the public eye, but also means that these girls, they are still in a pink world, but they need to face the cruel truth of this world. Well, I kind of agree and kind of disagree. Because, yes, when you look at movies like Girls' Revenge or Gossip Girls, Mean Girls, you will think, how come the girls' world needs to be so scary? But on the other hand, you can also think it this way. If those girls don't do that to each other, then they don't need to face that cruel reality at such a young age, right? All in all, this is the reason why I think the trailer of this movie looks awesome, but it's just a movie that I don't want to watch. I don't like Mean Girl kind of story. But if you're interested in it, then Girls' Revenge might be your type. Now let's listen to what we have for top 3 to top 1. Top 3, Ava.
I know you like Ava. But she's a liability.
No, not her. She's best of breed. I recruited her, I trained her.
Top 2, I Weirdo.
我们是同路人喽。
你是不是喜欢我？
什么？
你是不是喜欢我？
才没有。
Top 1, Peninsula. Wow, there are 2 new movies in this part, Ava and I Weirdo. I heard from a lot of movie critics that I Weirdo is a very good Taiwanese movie, but that's not what I'm going to talk about today. Maybe we will cover it next week. So now I want to talk about Ava. I feel that we haven't seen a lot of Asian movies recently. In the past, when we talk about Asian movies, you may think on James Bond, 007, or I don't know, what are the, like on Born Identity? But now it really isn't that popular. But maybe, I think the one with Keanu Reeves, I forget the name, but that's also an agent or assassin movie. Or Sparrow last year, that's also an assassin movie, especially it's a female assassin. So Ava is starred by Jessica Chastain. People say that she's the latest female assassin of the generation. Because when we talk about the assassin, we think about Keanu Reeves. Actually, Jessica Chastain came to Taiwan 3 years ago on the invitation of director An Lee to participate in the Golden Horse Award. And her works recently have been critically acclaimed, so her reputation all over the world is getting better and better. Before the shooting, she accepted several months of very strict bodybuilding and martial arts training so that she could express her excellent talents and her body strength in the movie. When we talk about actors and actresses who do their stunts on their own, we often think of Tom Cruise, but actually there are a lot of actresses who would do the same. So Jessica Chastain is also an example. I think that kind of spirit is a good reason for us to go to the movie theater and support them to watch their movies. Because of COVID-19, we really didn't have a lot of blockbusters this summer. Well, yeah, Tenet is coming, but so far, I think Ava would be a very good action movie to watch if you really miss action movies so much. Then I recommend you to watch Ava and then wait for Tenet. That's all the time we have for today. Hope you like this show. And remember to tune in the same time at Screen. I'm Viola. See you next week.